Welcome back to the Benning Report. Our Ron Andrews was given exclusive access and has been following the 3rd Battalion 75th Ranger Regiment as they train up for their 15th deployment. In this third and final installment of this series, Ron gives us a very rare look at how Rangers work in complete darkness. So Ron, how's it going out there?
Well, Sarah, it's the middle of night, below freezing and pitch black out here. And while we Americans lie in our warm beds each night, we can sleep sound and know that the 75th Ranger Regiment is out in the cold, dark, and dangerous corners of the world, closing with and destroying our enemies. And as you know, Rangers own the night.
A lot of people sleep in their houses at night and are oblivious to what's going on overseas.
Welcome to the secret world of night operations with the 75th Ranger Regiment, where Rangers thrive under the cover of complete darkness and the bad guys have no idea they're even here.
Well, the night is our bread and butter. We feel more comfortable fighting at night based on our equipment, our experience at night. We have the advantage, so we always want to keep it that way, keep the ball in our court.
Our night training is critical. Most of our missions are at night, and we obviously have an enormous advantage over the enemy at night, and that's what we train to.
Rangers are agile, adaptive, and ready to roll 24/7. They receive orders on short notice and strike time-sensitive targets quickly and effectively.
For us, our expectation is within a couple of hours they can receive the intelligence, they can build a plan and execute it to a very high standard. I mean, we didn't give them a lot of time to plan this because, realistically in theater, they don't have a lot of time to plan and rehearse this, so we expect them to keep it basic, execute the basics and fundamentals to a very high standard.
When Rangers train for combat, they make it as real as possible. They bring in all their assets and create challenging scenarios.
Hey, tell him to come here. Hey, I need a Sketco in here.
We drop a good bit of money on making this work for the Rangers and bringing in role players and bringing in a good Op4 and the special effects, the IEDs, the RPG fire to make the training realistic and worth it while it's here. So a lot of that's what we see overseas. So the challenges are how you're going to approach hitting that objective.
For a brand new private that just arrived at the battalion, he may have never even seen a helicopter flying over him, let alone what it looks like when it's shooting rockets off over his head. Or engaging with a 50 caliber machine gun and the shell casings are falling on top of him. It's a very new experience for him to see it during the day and then to see what it looks like at night, to see what the lasers look like at night as they designate the targets.
Facing an ever-changing enemy, Rangers use lessons learned from theater to adapt and meet their new challenges.
We're finding out that they are starting to get some higher advanced equipment such as night vision devices, and so we're working through TTPs and SOPs of laser discipline and making sure that we're not exposing ourselves in the infrared or IR realm. So that's what we work on out here at night, where we used to keep the strobe on the lead man. Now we have to work on not using that strobe and being comfortable with knowing where the man is to your left and right in a completely blacked out scenario. So there are some learning curves we've had for the last couple of deployments, and this is the training that we work through that at.
No matter the time, place, or conditions, Rangers work hard to ensure that they remain a lethal, highly trained, experienced force, always ready to close with and destroy the enemy.
It's not for the weak at heart. It's 20 degrees. We slept out here. We're going to be out here for another 24 hours, and we're going to push up to the mountains and do a 30-some hour movement through the mountains, continuous, and 17, 18 degrees and snow. If you're weak, it's going to show out there.
2.5 weeks from now, we're going to say, as a battalion, we are trained and prepared for deployment. This is the training event that gets it done for us.
The 3rd Battalion 75th Ranger Regiment is all trained up and ready for war. So while you lie down in your nice warm bed tonight, take a moment and appreciate the fact that while you're sound asleep, Rangers are deep behind enemy lines hunting down bad guys to preserve our freedoms and so we can dream in peace. Sleep well.
Ron, that was good stuff. How were you able to get such exclusive access?
Well, the 75th Ranger Regiment wants to give people a taste of what they do and get the word out that they're looking for the Army's finest. So if you're an energetic, highly motivated, male, active duty soldier, no matter what your MOS, give the Rangers a call because they need guys like you.